Hi everybody, I'm Sophia Press and I'm at the San Diego International Kids Film Festival with Maya TV. Here I have Sidney.
I'm Sidney Franklin. I am a child actor, or was a child actor, but then I grew up into a filmmaker and then adult actor. And I am so excited to be here also at the San Diego International Children's Film Festival.
Thank you, Sidney.
Yeah.
So would you just explain to the audience how you got into acting?
So I started acting in my living room with my parents unwilling to be an audience, and eventually I convinced them into letting me audition for real theater, and I booked my first audition, and then I ended up auditioning and booking a TV show when I was 8 years old. And ever since that, it was just kind of been a downward spiral. I just never stopped.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you've been acting literally since you were a child then?
I have been acting since I've been a child.
Okay. Can you tell our audience, because we don't really have a lot of child actors, what it was like being on set so young?
It's, being on set as a kid is, obviously exhilarating. Like, I was so excited. But, you have 3 hours of school, which is never fun. But you have a set teacher who is new sometimes every single day. And that is different because some set teachers have their own syllabus and some set teachers do not. But all in all, I felt like growing up on the sets, it's always so clear and I was always so ready to perform. And I also listened to the crew because crew have their kind of like own language, and I would listen into that and kind of anticipate what they might need, and I feel like I still use that today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the difference trying to break into the industry as a child actor versus an adult actor?
Oh my gosh. So as a child actor, you're like the auditions that you're going on are more specific because like you have Nickelodeon, you have Disney. There are some cartoons that really need to use a child's voice, and all of these sort of things, they all kind of like all happen so fast. And as a child actor, it really could happen at any time. And I think as an adult actor, the difference is they kind of expect something of you, whereas a child actor, they just want you to come in and do what you can. And oh man, it was so much fun, some of the auditions that I had as a child, just because they were so willing to let me act and do my thing. Yeah.
Okay, so what projects are you working on right now?
Right now, I am working, so I have a few different on-camera projects. One of them is a commercial thing we call them industrials. It's for a company, it's gonna be inside the company, and basically they hire me to wear a name badge that is not my name and pretend to be part of their company and then teach them about their company, even though I know nothing about it, but they have lines for that, and I'm an actor, so I know the lines and then I say that. So I have one of those coming up. I also have some vertical dramas that are coming up. That's kind of the new craze right now, where we are now watching this vertically. So it's a soap opera, but it's meant for the vertical viewer.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I'm doing that tomorrow too. So that'll be fun. Have that in 12 hours.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for being here.
Oh my gosh, no,
and doing the
truly
interview.
it is my pleasure.
Yeah. So what advice do you have for any actors right now, because the world is so unsure, trying to do what you do?
Absolutely. Sometimes starting acting is so daunting, and I truly think, yeah, you could put all of these I need a headshot, I need a reel, I need this, I need that in front of myself. At the same time, ultimately, all that it matters is that you know your art, and you have to be able to memorize because you want to be able to know the words that you're saying when you're on set. But above that, I think right now it is so accessible for everyone just because there's so much to be cast and there's so much to do that I think it's really easy to just follow your gut and just put yourself out there, because that's really all it takes. The more you put yourself out there, the more auditions, the more you book. That's it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So another question I want to ask you is more about whenever you book a role and ideally you're playing a character.
Sure. With words.
Of course, yeah. What are some ways to help you get into the headspace of that job?
Oh my gosh, each character is its own thing. So some characters I will immediately just resonate with. It feels very much like me, so I don't have any problems getting into it.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a character that like I have to stretch my morals to go like, oh, this is morally acceptable in this world. And then there's other times where I feel absolutely no relation to the character. And in those instances, I think I try to, find moments, rather than the whole character, I find moments that I can connect with, and then I work from that. But ultimately, I just like to sit down in this ride, buckle in, and whatever kind of character, I just let the character do the work. And I just go for the ride, however crazy it might be. And I just kind of let the director tell me if it's too much or too little and go from that. Yeah.
Yeah, because with the world right now with so much creative freedom, there's tons of different ways to absorb the media and the content that we're
100%.
seeing. Yeah.
And it's and I think that's why it's so important to have a director where they know how the media is supposed to be received. And as a performer, I feel like we are just trying to do what is honest and do what is best.
Yeah.
And that's all we can give in any given moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you brought up the media because I want to ask, where can all the people watching find you?
Oh my gosh. Well, wherever Lifetime and Hallmark are streaming shows, you can catch me there for a couple of movies. I'm on Sons of Anarchy. There's a TV show from MTV that I was on called Faking It. That's also still streaming. But right now, I am thoroughly enjoying this heightened acting world in vertical dramas. Oh my gosh. And some people complain that it's overacting, it's schmacting, but I feel like there is an honesty that you can grab that, yes, it's almost cartoonish, but it's also very based in something that's real. And oh man, it's the same thing. It's haven't you ever wanted to break up with somebody and throw a glass of water in their face?
Of course.
This is that is the venue that we get to do that.
Amazing.
And it's and that's just normal everyday what we do. It's so much fun. So yeah, that's where you can catch me now. So Drama Box, Real Shorts, Good Shorts, those are the ones that I'm on right now.
Okay, perfect. And shout out your socials too.
Oh yeah,
in case I want you.
at Sidney Franklin, SIDNEY, Franklin, like Benjamin Franklin, no relation that I know of, but who knows? We know the guy is crazy. But thank you so much. I truly had such an awesome time meeting all these young filmmakers. They did such a good job. So I'm looking to them. I'm like, hey, cast me in your next movie. I know you're 12, but I'm looking for a job.
And I had the privilege to watch Sidney host our award ceremony tonight. He's just a breath of fresh air. He's so kind, he's so well-spoken. He has such a nice aura about him. So I want to thank you so much for your time today.
Oh my gosh, not at all. You have been so lovely. So thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Again, we are live here today at the San Diego International Kids Film Festival with Maya TV. Sidney, I'm wishing you all the best on all your future endeavors.
I'll see you around for sure.
We'll
On the
see you
next
around.
one, next year.
On your next screen.
Yeah.
And cut.
Bye, guys.